Oh, I can't figure out what I'm doing.
Hi, my name is Kinsey and I like makeup. And today we are going to be doing a first impressions or a hit or miss on these beautiful black and red rose brushes. So yes guys, we're going to be doing a first impressions slash like a hit or miss on these babies here, and I received these in the mail on Saturday. It is now Monday as I'm filming this, and if you can tell, I am kind of sick right now. My nose has been a faucet and other parts of me as well, and let's not get into that because that's a little TMI. But yes, I did get these in the mail on Saturday and I have been waiting for them for like a week, and I was so excited whenever I got them. I ripped open the box and it was so grand. So what we are going to be doing with these brushes is basically taking you through and seeing if these work with your face makeup. So would that be your foundation, contour, highlight, and blush. So firstly, here is a little overview of these brushes. You do get 4 here. Now this set did retail for $55, so they're definitely not cheap brushes by any means, but they definitely do not feel like cheap brushes. These babies are very heavy. They do have a lot of weight to them. Even just one of them by himself does have a lot of good weight to them. Now I did order mine from Storybook Cosmetics. I will have a link in the info below for you as well. Now I know that they did these brush sets a while back, but they did ones that are just basically normal colored. So they had green stems and just straight up red brush bristles to look like roses. Now these ones, as you can see, are completely black. These ones, the handles are black, and so it looks very pretty. Like, it looks very, very high quality. They are made out, it feels like metal. I'm not entirely sure what they're made out of. They have the flower petals on the side, and then they have this black ombre into red on the top, and I think it is just beautiful. Now this one, as you can see, is a flat top brush, and I would believe this would be for like liquid foundation. Now they do say on the website that these brushes are made for powder and liquid foundation, but the bristles do hold up a lot better under powder foundation instead of liquid. Now this one here is a contour brush. As you can see, it does have an angle, if you can see that on the tip there, and this is just so you can contour your face and a highlight, I'm assuming. I think these brushes can be kind of used universally, but this one is a contour brush. Now this one is a fluffy powder brush, which I do believe is indeed used for powder, which I will be using today to apply my face makeup with. As you can see, it does have a very nice fluffy bit at the top to apply evenly. Oh, it's just so pretty. I love it. And now this one, I believe, is also a powder brush, but it is a bigger powder brush. It has a larger brush on the top there with thicker bristles, opposed to this one here, which has more of a domed shape top to it, which they both can be used for the same thing, but one is just wider than the other. We'll just put them both up like this just so you can see the difference here. Now, when I did receive these brushes, they all came in this pretty little carrying case, and it's really big too. It is this carrying case right here, and on the back it says a quote from Edgar Allan Poe. Let's read it here for you. I'll read it. "There is no exquisite beauty without some strangeness in the proportion." So that is really cool. They do come in this powder brush, and they do come very well packaged. Mine had, you know, like the little sleeves that go on top, and they were all wrapped in this you know, like gift paper. It kind of felt like gift paper, and they were all packaged very, very nicely. Now step 1 is obviously foundation, so I'm going to take this the fluffy brush, the biggest powder brush here, and we are going to go ahead and just see how it does. Now I have noticed already how the way that I'm holding it is kind of weird. I'm holding it like it's a pencil. Like, if you can see that, just to do, you know, like this, because I hold brushes more down here in this angle, but I feel like that gives way too much room for some reason up on the top. So I've actually just gripped this like a pencil or a pen. So we are going to go ahead and just jump right in here. Again, I am using this Tarte foundation. Again, I've used this in many videos and it's in the color light neutral, and we are going to go ahead and just apply this all over the face. So I got some here and we're just going to go ahead and go right in. If you can see, it's like smoke. So now the brush definitely does pick up the product. So we're going to go ahead and just buff this directly into the face here. I'm not bothering with primer because I don't have any. So that's why if I had some, I probably would bother with it, but I don't. So I'm going to have to get me some of that at some point here. But we're just gonna go ahead and buff this in here. My skin is super red right now because it's hot in my room. I don't know why it's so hot. My vents are open, the air is on, but it is just, it's like a sauna in here, I tell you. Now I will say, as I'm putting this on and I'm having to move it really quickly, it does get a little cumbersome, like a little weird to hold, because now I'm holding it like this. For some reason, I don't know what my hand is doing, but it's just doing what it wants apparently. So now that seems like it went on pretty good. It is very, very soft. These brushes are extremely soft. They feel very good. They feel very luxe. So I am really impressed with the powder brush here, and I think that's enough. I think I have coated my face in enough foundation. So let's go ahead and move on to contour. Okay, so I zoomed you guys in just a little bit so you could see what I was doing. So now we're going to move on to contour. I'm going to be using my Lunatic Cosmetics Labs contour palette. And we're going to go ahead and go in and do a little bit of this here. Now I am going to use the mirror that is provided. So we're going to use this contour, the contour brush here. We're going to go ahead and use this one to contour the face. Now I will say that this contour brush is harder to hold because the little knobs here that's supposed to be like the leaves, they're in an awkward position, so it's hard to get a good grip on this one. Now okay, I got a good grip. So now let's go ahead, I'm just gonna dip into a couple of these shades here, and let's go ahead and contour let's go ahead and chisel out the face. And there we go. That's pretty much all the contour that I do. Nothing super fancy or anything like that, but let's go ahead and move on to blush now. So for blush, I'm going to be using this big dome fluffy brush here, and we will go ahead and I'm going to be using the same Lunatic Cosmetics Lab, and we are going to just dip into a blush shade here. Alright. Well, it definitely does put product on your face. It does work very well for that. It may have gotten just a little too much on there because, look, I mean, that's a lot. So I might need to go in with just a slight, a lighter hand, that sounds better. Now, the other brush, the contour brush, I did like it. Now, like I said, I thought it was a lot harder to hold, and I felt like it kept spinning in my hand when I was trying to, like, you know, use that angle to get a nice, like, cut there. It kept spinning around, so because it was just so hard to hold. So I think that one is the one that I've had the most problems with so far. And there we go, the blush is on there. So the next and last step really in here is to go in and do some highlight. Now for a highlight, I'm going to be, of course, using the Jeffree Star highlighter in the color Nefri. And we're going to go in with that same domed brush just like this. Now, I know I haven't used that flat top brush yet, but I don't have any kind, well, I do have cream or liquid makeup, but I'm not going to use it for this because I don't want to damage the brush. So I'm not going to be using that one, but this one, they're kind of all the same. So we're going to go ahead and just dip in here really quickly, and that does definitely pick up product on there, and we're going to go ahead and just apply it. Right on the cheekbones. Give it a little dusting. And I will say this one is extremely easy to hold because the little knobs, I feel so weird calling them knobs, are in a really good place. So this one is super easy to hold. I do like this one a lot. Guys, that's pretty much it for these brushes. Now, let me go ahead and just gather all these up here, and I will just give my final thoughts. Now, my final thoughts on these Storybook Cosmetics black and red rose brushes. I do like them. I like them a lot, actually. Now, do I think these are going to be brushes that you would use in your everyday life? No, because a lot of them are hard to hold. They are very novelty. They're really gorgeous brushes. Now, I probably will use these a lot because I love the thought of them. I love the time it took for these girls, you know, the creators, to put into a brush like this. I think they're beautiful. I think they're stunning to look at. And I just love the idea of them. So I definitely will use these more than my other brushes. But now for you, I know this is something that you may not find very practical, but I just love them. I just think they're so pretty, and they're pretty extra. I mean, let me say, I mean, like, do you need them? No. But do you want them? I mean, I did. So that is going to be the hit or miss review of these Storybook Cosmetics black and red rose brushes, and I do like them. They are a hit for me. And guys, that is going to be the end of the video here. I really hope that you did enjoy watching it because I really enjoyed filming it. If you liked it, please click up that like button and the subscribe if you want to, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!